Hi, Fragrance family. Happy Thursday. It's time for another episode of my Wick-end Deals series. My name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel. If you are new here, I do these episodes every week, and I'm going to talk about 5 major retailers and what they have in terms of candle holder sales, and new product. Today I'm going to begin with Bath & Body Works, which has some interesting potential, but not something I'm really excited about, sales going on. Then I'm going to move into Goose Creek, who's having a pretty awesome summer clearance, along with a new collection that we released last Friday. I'll also talk briefly about Kringle, which I really hope things evolve over there for Labor Day because there is nothing happening different from last week. I'll talk about Yankee. They have some good accessory sales going on. And then I'll finish with Homeworx, that finally has a relatively decent sale going on, and some new product over at QVC in terms of Homeworx. And it's Christmas holiday, y'all. Yes, it is Labor Day weekend, and we are already getting into the holiday candle season. Let's start with Bath & Body Works, because that's where I always start. I love Bath & Body Works, and there is a decent deal going on if you're already planning on shopping this weekend. However, there's a caveat. It's today only. So if you have plans to shop this weekend and you want to spend $50 and you'd like to toss in a free candle, do it today. They are doing free shipping plus a free 3-wick up to $29.95 if you spend $50 worth of product. The regular 3-wick sale, not that great. It is $13.95. If you have a coupon, that helps. I don't know, however, if a coupon will stack with this deal, because usually they'll only let you use one code. And in this case, you need a code for the free 3-wick, and that is SWEET, all caps. So I would say if you are already going to pick stuff up this weekend and you are spending $50, do it today. Get the free 3-wick. Now, I am planning on going to the outlet store on Saturday. I haven't been to my outlet for, it's got to have been at least a month. I'm excited to see it post SAS, because usually all the SAS stuff gets boxed up and shipped to the outlet stores, and there's some good stuff to be had early on. I don't know. We'll see. Usually the candle price point's $10. It's not the best, but I usually end up finding something I can't live without. I do not plan to shop the $13.95 3-wick sale. I don't plan on using this particular code here today, and that's because I did a massive haul last weekend. I'll go ahead and link that video below and put the card up here for you. Over here? It's up here. I'll put the card up there if you have your cards turned on, if you want to check out that haul. I really don't need more 3-wicks from Bath & Body Works. So despite my Saturday ritual haul being focused just on the outlet store, I will have additional stuff to show you in that video, because I ordered several of the online exclusive 3-wicks that came out recently, and I also picked up the Everyday Luxury single wicks. So I'll have those to do cold sniffs on. Make sure you tune in on Saturday to that ritual haul. Can't wait to share those with you. And if you aren't already, hit the subscribe button so you see my videos in your feed. And if you want to know when that's released, make sure you hit the bell. That will turn on notifications for you. The other thing I want to highlight about what's happening over at Bath & Body Works. Now, if you load the app, you can go in to the main page, and you're just going to scroll down, and you're going to see where there is an option to vote for your favorite comeback fragrance. And it says, answer the call, which 3-wicks are on your bring back list. So you just hit that vote now button there at the bottom. Now, this is the same thing they did with the winter Christmas fragrances during the last Members Fest, and we could vote for what we wanted for holiday. It's going to be summer fragrances now, because Bath & Body Works operates about a year in advance. So you can vote for 2, and the options are lemon vanilla, suntan, which I've heard good things about suntan, although I personally am not a suntan fragrance person, summer boardwalk, which I know a lot of y'all wanted this fragrance in a 3-wick this past summer, but it only came out in a single wick, chasing fireflies, which I have smelled in the body care line over at my outlet store, very feminine, very girly, Mermaid Lagoon, I have never smelled. Tell me what that's like. Should I vote for it? Put it in the comments if that's a fragrance you like, and can you describe it for me? It sounds aquatic and kind of interesting. Coconut Lime Verbena, which is like an OG fragrance. I swear I remember that from the early 2000s. It was one of my mom's favorite fragrances. And then the last one is Beach Cabana, which is another one I don't have experience with. Let me know, is that one I should vote for? So I'm going to go ahead and vote for Lemon Vanilla for the hubs, and I'm going to do Coconut Lime Verbena because my mom really liked that one. And then you just hit next, and it submits your vote. I haven't tried. Today's the first day I have voted, but the last time we could vote, you could do it once a day, which is nice because that gives you options to vote for more than 2. If you have, 3 or 4 you'd like to come back, or all of them, it also helps you to vote more for the ones that maybe you're really focused on. So go ahead, load the app every day, vote for those, and you'll have a say in which ones come back next summer. Okay, anything else? Oh, one more thing. Disney Villains line. The full line is releasing on 9/3, so that's Wednesday. That will go live at 3 a.m. Pacific time. Keep in mind that sometimes they release stuff a little bit early. So like with Halloween or Summerween, they released it at like 2:30 in the morning, and they also had pop-up coupons, and you could use them both at the same time if you were smart enough to have checked it out. I was not. I assumed 3 a.m. Got on at 3, pop-ups were gone. I paid full price. Now with Disney Villains, they did not release stuff early. With the preview sale, I was up refreshing, waiting. It didn't load until 3. So I assume it's going to be more the way of Disney Villains preview than it is the Halloween. And I think we'll have to wait until 3 a.m. But we are getting 2 additional candle holders. We're getting the Maleficent side of the mountain with her in dragon form, kind of wrapped around and crawling up the side of the mountain. We're also getting the Poison Apple hand candle holder. Those are the 2 things that I am most interested in. I am going to place an online order for those because, y'all, I was in store at opening for the Disney Princess release. I think I was probably like 15 in line to get in. I got there early, by the way. I was 10 minutes early and still was 15 in line. And there were 2 dudes at the front of the line. One guy had 2 big, huge tote bags. The other guy had a wagon. And they wiped out every single candle holder in the store, including the ones from the back. Associates were bringing them out still boxed. I don't want to fight with those guys. They're going to take them. They're going to make a huge profit. They're selling them on Mercari or eBay or wherever. I don't want to have to fight over anything in the store. So I'm just going to order them online and hope that they get here unbroken. Also, if you want to see, I did a unboxing video for the candles, which, by the way, these are $39.95 coming out on Wednesday. I do think these will be around for a bit. They're pricey. And I have the candle holder, the Evil Queen. I also showed the Maleficent shadow box. So we have these products that I've already unboxed and gone over in my unboxing video. I'll go ahead and post that in the description below and also give you a card for that if you want to click over to that video. Maleficent is my favorite. I love the rosy fragrance in here. This kind of reminds me of like a dark Belle fragrance. If you liked Disney Princess's Belle, this just seems very moody and dark, but in that same vein. I'm probably going to pick up another one of those. I really like that fragrance, and I love Maleficent. I don't know if I'll wait for a sale. My general technique is to just pay full price, hold on to my receipt. It's 90 days. You have 90 days to return these things. I'll hold on to the receipt. I even put a little sticky tab on it so I know which ones I'm looking to get price adjustments on. And then if they go on sale, I will rebuy it and return one with the full price receipt in store so that I don't have to pay full price. So I probably will pick up another one of the Maleficent candles too. I really like it. And I know it's overpriced, but also it's Disney, you know? As a Disney adult, I'm used to overpaying for things. You know, like $50 for a sweatshirt that falls apart the second time you wash it. Not that I'm speaking from experience. Anyhow, so Disney, if you're interested, coming out full collection on the 3rd. All right, that is everything with Bath & Body Works that I wanted to talk about. I do think we'll see something on Monday. It's Labor Day. It's a major shopping day in the U.S. and the $13.95 3-week sale ends on Monday at 2:59 a.m. Pacific time. So I think we'll see something else going on Monday. Just keep that in mind. I have no idea what it is. I looked over at Tessa's blog, Life Inside the Page, and I don't see where she's posted anything about Labor Day. So I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Goose Creek. Couple of things to share over at Goose Creek. Number one, they released a new collection on Friday. I did not do a community post on this, y'all. I straight up forgot. I woke up at 8:30 right when this launched. I ordered it and then went about my day getting ready to fly back to California, packing up, doing all the loose end stuff with the stepdad. I needed to get him some groceries before I left. So I didn't post about it. I dropped the ball. But I'm going to talk about it today. I did order this collection. I did pay the $2.95 for express shipping, and guess whose order hasn't even processed yet? This girl's. Yep. I did reach out to Goose Creek, sent them an email through their new customer service portal, and I just said, hey, I paid $2.95 for express processing, and according to your website, that takes 24 to 48 hours. I ordered it Friday morning, and guess what? Today's Thursday, so can you tell me? I sent it like last night at like 3 a.m. Today's Thursday, can you tell me where's my order? Why hasn't it processed? Very like AI blanketed response. Oh, sorry, our normal processing time is 5 to 8 business days. I'm like, well, yeah, if you don't pay the processing fee to get it in 2 days. They apologized, said that they're behind, which obviously we all are experiencing this if we're shopping at Goose Creek right now. And they refunded me the $2.95, so yay. And then gave me no update about when my order would ship. So at least I got the processing feedback, but I have no idea when this will get here. I will review it as soon as it does, and it almost doesn't matter because, you know, you don't want to order right now anyhow because you won't get your stuff for another month or 3 weeks or however long it's taking these days. I think they're up to like 2 or 3 weeks right now for shipping. And last I knew that was without paying the expedited processing fee. If you're new to Goose Creek, this happens twice a year. Both during their clearance sales. It always happens around Christmas. It's like Christmas overwhelms them and then semi-annual sale happens and it's over. Right now it's semi-annual sale, Halloween happens, and then they do a summer clearance and it's just a mess. So just something to keep in mind if you shop Goose Creek. Have your holiday shopping with Goose Creek done by the end of November because you won't get the stuff you order in December until mid-January. That's how it works. It's unfortunate. They could just hire temporary warehouse workers. I don't know why they don't. They've done this for several years from what I understand. So just know if you order right now, you're not going to get it for a bit. So why don't we start by talking about this new collection. These are all returning fragrances, but I think what's new here is the label design. They're very like pretty natural scenes, which is different from a lot of their labels can be kind of boring or a little bit cutesy. These are just beautiful fall scenes. So we're not getting any new fragrances with this collection. This collection is really all about the labels. So as you see here, right, the bridge out in the forest over the river, you've got the beautiful fall colors. I can't wait to see what the wraparound looks like on these. And this one is one that I'm not all that excited about. It's got apple in it. It also feels like it's going to smell like a lot of the other fragrances I've already picked up from Goose Creek this summer. It's spiced fallen leaves. It's crisp apple, pear nectar, and fallen leaves. Also, you'll notice the current sale price is not that good. It's $11.99. My recommendation, don't buy these right now. Focus on the summer clearance if you want to pick up some clearance items, but we will see a better 3-wick price. We're due for a 6 for $60. We could see a 5 for $55. We're due for a buy 3, get 4. There's lots of other price points that we're due for. $11.99 is not your trigger price, in my opinion. This one would be wonderful with my best smoky embers bonfire video I just did. So this will probably be a part of the part 2 video I do on that. This is autumn leaves, bonfire embers, and toasted marshmallow. We also have farmhouse pumpkin, and I'm wondering how this is going to compare to Bath & Body Works farmhouse pumpkin. It is scent notes of farmhouse pumpkin, spiced cake, and rich buttercream frosting. This sounds delicious. I want to eat this just thinking about it. Cool harvest morning. Again, I love that wraparound. Look at the beautiful river scene. It reminds me of my hometown. Scent notes on this one are fresh apple, cool morning mist, and autumn woods. I feel like I'm seeing this theme a lot. Cool air with apple this season. I'm sure I'll like it. I just don't know that would be one of my favorites. We have the Blessed Day scent. This one, I love the wraparound as well. Sunlit apple, harvest pumpkin, and cinnamon stick. So y'all, if you like apple, I think you will enjoy this collection. There's a lot of apple fragrance in this one. First Autumn Frost. Oh, I love the label, although I don't know if this person's never been around First Autumn Frost, but I hope that's not what it looks like because where I'm from, First Autumn Frost is like, you know, the first time your windshield freezes over and you have to find where you put your scraper or use your credit card. It's not usually the level of snow dump that is on this tree here, but I like the vibe. This feels like first winter snow to me. It's frost-covered balsam, woodland pine, and fresh eucalyptus. This is going to be, I think, one of my favorites. I love pine fragrances. Spiced apple harvest, which looks a lot like the recent apple orchard fragrance, but with, I think this one's probably going to have more spice. Honeycrisp apple, cinnamon sticks, and clove buds. And the last one in this new release is Everything Fall. I love the little like colonial town vibe this one has on the label. And it's more apple, y'all. Well, in this case, it's just the peel. Apple peel, pumpkin, and leaves. So lots of returning fragrances. All 8 are, you know, not new. They're new to me. I haven't smelled any of these. So I did order them. I'm going to get my nose on them. I will have a review out. I don't know when that will be. If it hasn't shipped by tomorrow, it probably won't be until the week after next because I'm in California and it takes forever for stuff to get here from, where are they at? Kentucky? Tennessee? One of those states in the middle, south of my hometown. So anyhow, it takes a long time for UPS to deliver their product. So it probably will be either the end of next week or the week after that before you see a review on this collection. Now, I am expecting another collection to release over at Goose Creek because when I go into the app and I do the little search function, that's usually how I can tell when something new is coming out. You just put your little cursor in the search. Don't type anything in, just put it into the search bar. And you'll see they have under collections, Autumn Artistry, which is the one I just shared with you, Blessed Day, which is one of the fragrances from that collection. But then they have Blackberry Bourbon, and we haven't seen that come out in the 3-wick yet. It is already out in a single wick, and I think it's out in the, what is it, the oil, the room oil diffuser. It's also out in the wax melt, and it's out in the hand soap. And usually when we see it out in other products, it means we're eventually going to get it in a 3-wick. And there are multiple candles with this same label that have already come out. There's also multiple ones that are in single wick form, but not in 3-wick. So I think marshmallow, is it the campfire marshmallow is one of those. So I suspect we'll get more stuff released tomorrow morning. If we do, I'll do a community post and update you. Now, the other thing I want to highlight with Goose Creek that I found out through, I think technically they sent an email, but I was like, I have so many emails, I missed it. But then over on the subreddit, XO Ghost Me posted a screenshot of their email and said, hey, these are back and restocked, go check them out. And that is candles from the Pillsbury collection coming back. Now, this collection was a real mixed bag for most people. I feel like there were like polarizing fragrances, and then there were ones that everybody loved. The Crescent Rolls was really popular, which ironically is not back in stock, but the one that lots of people really loved that I didn't get my hands on was the chocolate chip cookie dough. So if they release new stuff tomorrow, I'm going to toss chocolate chip cookie dough in the cart. I'm contemplating doing the cinnamon roll one, but then I also know some of these people were just meh about. I'm also looking at that pumpkin spice rolls one. I did they have a sugar cookie in this collection? I didn't like the sugar cookie one. I'm pretty sure I ordered that one, but it's not back out. So these are back, not the whole collection, but some of them back in stock. If you like these, check those out. The other thing is the summer clearance. Now, Goose Creek pulled a real Bath & Body Works. They gave us semi-annual sale, and then they pulled back, put them back up to full price, and now they're on sale again. Which, by the way, Bath & Body Works did that same thing. There is it's like 50% off summer sale happening right now. I didn't talk about it because it's not that good of a price. $13.25 for summer candles when everything is $13.95. Bath & Body Works do better. So they're doing the same thing. They're bringing it back. We do have some good options here. I don't want to totally rag on Goose Creek. I'm just going to sort by 3 wicks because that's the only thing I'm really interested in. And then I'm going to do, let me see, filter Here we go, price ascending, so we can see cheapest to most expensive. So right now, lowest price point is $6.99. And some of these are recently released. So that Cake Shop collection came out recently and deserves to be on clearance because that's probably one of the worst collections I've reviewed from Goose Creek. Why would you release a Cake Shop collection and have nothing actually smell like cake? I don't know. But of the 4 in that collection, the one most worth picking up is that first one there, the blueberry lemon. But don't expect much blueberry. It's mostly just like an iced lemon pound cake. Some of the classics, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter sugar was really popular amongst Goose Creek fans. We still have some stuff from that spring release, early spring release, wild green apple. We've got iced sweet tea, which is one of my favorite tea fragrances. Orange cream sherbet is really good. It smells just like a Flintstones, push-up pop. I love the Palo Santo coconut, but if you don't like Palo Santo or coconut, you don't want that one. So we have 3 pages. I think they end up going up to $9.99 depending on how popular they are. You need blueberry cake donut if you like blueberry fragrances. Coconut beechwood. I just did a reorder on a lot of these. So I'm all set. I don't need any more of these. Actually, I snagged a lot of these during their $5.99 discount they did. I would say keep an eye on these this weekend. We might see additional drops through the Labor Day weekend. Right now, the banner is saying this ends tonight, but Goose Creek has a way of always extending it every day. They're like, oh, it ends today. And then the next day it's the same sale, same banner, and it's a new countdown for another day. So I don't think this is actually ending tonight. I think this will run through the weekend. And if anything, if I had to guess based off of my history of shopping with Goose Creek, we'll see stuff go down further. We might also get a better 3-week sale because I'm not paying $12 for 3 weeks. That's everything at Goose Creek. I'm going to take you over to Kringle, but I'm also going to tell you what's happening. Let me just refresh in case I'm Delulu and missing it. No, I'm not missing it. Normally on Thursdays, they start their new sales. They didn't start a Labor Day sale today. I'm hoping that it will start tomorrow because everybody is anticipating them having a Labor Day sale because they didn't have a semi-annual sale discount. And last year they did a good Labor Day sale. If it happens tomorrow, I will do a community post and update you. Right now, it is the exact same stuff as last week. So I'm going to go ahead and just link my video to last week's Wick-end deals. Actually, it might be 2 weeks ago because nothing's changed since 2 weeks ago. That way you can check it out. I'll also put a card up here in case you have your cards turned on. You can click over to that video if you want to know more. I'm not going to talk about it today because there's nothing happening. I will say that tomorrow, yes, tomorrow is Friday, I will have my Halloween 1 review out. Y'all, I have been burning and testing ever since I got back from Michigan because I have a lot here. There's some real winners. But in general, there's a lot of disappointment with this collection. I don't want to say I feel a bit bamboozled, but I feel a bit bamboozled. So you'll hear more about that. Cold impression, I am psyched in that review. Warm impression, I'm like, what happened? So check out that video tomorrow. Again, make sure you're subscribed. Turn on notifications if you want to know when it's released. It's going to be a doozy. It's a long one, so be ready for it. It'll be out tomorrow. Good thing is, I'll have that review out for Halloween 1 in case these do go on markdown during a potential Labor Day sale. We don't know whether or not it's going to happen. And then you can be a little bit more choosy with your choices. Keeping in mind that, remember who I am, because some of these fragrances you might like and I don't, and vice versa. If you've been here a while, we have fine-tuned that, right? You know my tastes and you know what works with you given what I've had to say. If you're new here, take that into consideration. If you and I don't agree, doesn't mean you can't take my advice. It just means you can't go with my ranking. I'm thinking of Charity over at the Charity Rose channel. It's literally, I think if her and I were to sit down and rank things, they would be the exact opposite. My favorites are her least and her least are mine. And that's usually how I know I want to pick stuff up, is whatever she doesn't like, I put in my cart. So if that's me with you, I'm okay with that. You'll know. So I'm going to have that out tomorrow, so you'll have some insight in case those go on sale. I do still have the Boo Crew. That's actually in the bottom box over here. Haven't even opened it and started researching it. I just have so much content right now to create because I was gone for so long in Michigan. Probably next weekend for Boo Crew. Yeah, it'll be a bit. Okay, Kringle, moving on because nothing new happening over there. Yankee, please. Large jar, $19.95 for Labor Day weekend. No, I'm not paying that price. Let's see, I've tried 3 of the new Yankee formulas, which are just like the old formulas in the signature jars. The big boys got replaced with soy instead of the paraffin blend. 2 of those have been what I would say usual Yankee dud. And then the third one, which I'm actually going to have a lighting the way out on probably next week, is okay. I mean, to say that I could smell it is a real celebration over at Yankee these days. So I'm not paying $19.95 for their large jars. I hope this isn't the new price point. If it is, I am really done buying Yankee candles. However, there is something that caught my eye this morning, and that is their sale on accessories. 30% off, and y'all, I saw some of this stuff in stores. My heart. I love their Halloween decor. This ghost thing is a little cheesy. I think it had great potential, but it looks a little bit weird in person, a little bit campy. But if campy is your thing, by all means, pick that up. I love the lamp shades. These are really nice. If you actually want to see glow, y'all, these pop-ups. Yankee, I get it. I can get 15% off. Stop. I already hit X twice. These are good if you actually want to see glow versus, I'll show you the hurricanes they do. Like here's the hurricane. And Yankee is cool with their website. You'll notice if you hover, it shows you what it looks like when it's glowing. Same with this one, which is the one I am fascinated by. Now, the problem is I have one from 2 years ago that has the cauldron with the witches around it. And the problem is it doesn't really glow like this over here with the large jar inside of it until the candle's almost gone, because the flame in the hurricane, I wish I had a hurricane in front of me. Yeah, I'll just use this as an example. Imagine this is a hurricane and you've got your large jar in there, and your large jar, the top comes up to like right here, and it's new. So your wax line is here and the flame is only going to flicker over this top part. So you don't really get the full glow effect of these hurricanes until the candle is almost gone. So if you really want the feel of it being lit up and looking kind of spooky, my recommendation would be either to use almost gone candles in them or to use the lamp shades instead, because these actually do glow because it's above the flame, so it illuminates better. Just my perspective and point of view, these are also more affordable, but price per size, a little bit expensive, but everything's 30% off. So we have some candle sleeves, we have the shades, we have the hurricanes. The Hubs really wants this one. He like saw it in store and fell in love, so I'm going to pick this one up. It's got little like gemstones for the spiders' bodies. That's for the large jar or the signature jar. The 3 wicks I don't think fit in there. I think it's just the jar holder. We have some ghosties. We have another like rhinestone style skull shade. I think that's in the hurricane form too. Yeah, here's the hurricane. There's the Illumilid I just paid full price for. So you know what I'm going to do? Order this in store and return the other one with my receipt, because I literally bought that. Was that a week ago? Yeah, I just bought this. I'm taking it back. The full price one, taking it back, reordering it. We have a cauldron holder. We saw this one. This, I think, you know, there was potential with this spider web, but it looks really cheap in store, and I don't really understand why it has the sharp edges on it. I don't know. Potential with that one, but I don't like it. I loved this skull taper holder in store, but I think it's overpriced. It's only about, you know, that big, and then it's $14 on sale, which is better than the $20 price point. But I do have the taper drip candles that I put out at Halloween from Yankee, so I think I might need to put a couple of those in my cart as well. This pumpkin is really pretty. I saw that at the outlet store. It says you can only use it with large jars, but I think Charity Rose was showing she's using hers with a 3 wick candle, and it looked really pretty. So lots of options for Halloween stuff. This one's really pretty. I saw this one in store. It just feels very like fall floral. The only issue I have with these crackle glass hurricanes, they break really easily. So I had I think I've broken 2 of these now. The most recent one I broke was the Japanese cherry blossom. I think it's still on here. Let me look. Yeah, cherry blossom, this one. I bought this one, I want to say in like January or February. It broke within like 3 months. And I don't beat my stuff up. Like, it's literally just you're putting in a glass jar and something about the weight of it or the heat, it cracked. So I won't be buying these crackle glass hurricanes anymore from Yankee, which is sad because I think they're really pretty. Just something to keep in mind in terms of quality. What else? We have some more fall stuff. Pumpkins, more fall florals, more lamps. I really like this white pumpkin, but I don't need it. I like this enchanted tree holder, but I don't need it. There's a lot of stuff here I like that I don't need. So I will be shopping Yankee this weekend. I do have some Yankee cash, fragrance family, I think is what they call it, cash that I need to use up. I'll probably do a BOPUS. You usually get like a $5 bounce back coupon with BOPUS, or they'll give you a free little sample coupon or a sample candle when you come in and pick up your BOPUS. So I will be shopping their accessories, but I'm not going to be getting their large jar candles this weekend, or any of their other candles for that matter. By the way, if you want to hear a scathing review of Yankee's new formula, check out Kent's video over at the Candle channel. He said so much of what I feel, and with passion, and it was gratifying for me to watch compared to some of the other Yankee reviewers that I've been watching that are all saying how amazing Yankee is. I'm so confused because my experience definitely resonates with Kent, and it also resonates with Sarita over at, what is it, Coffee and Candles is her channel. So, I don't know. Check out Kent's video if you want. If you're feeling rage about Yankee's new formula, check out Kent's video. It'll gratify you and validate you. Let's talk about Homeworx and Slatkin Co. So Slatkin Co. site-wide 30% off. I'm only going to focus on their Homeworx line because Scentworx is like unscented entirely. At least Homeworx, you have a little bit of fragrance. Also, if you are shopping Homeworx this weekend, please use my affiliate link. I'll put that below in the description. You can also just put in my affiliate code. It's 3Wick Thesis. You won't get the discount because it's only on full price merchandise and everything is 30% off. However, I still get credit for you shopping my link and using my code. It counts as a shop for me, and I do still earn a small commission. So if you want to support me and you're already shopping Homeworx, please use my code and or shop through the affiliate link. That helps me out a lot. I do have a lit review coming out on 3 of the fall fragrances from Homeworx. 2 of them are good. I wouldn't say really good. 2 are good. 1 is not something I would ever buy again. So like classic Homeworx, I think it's real hit or miss. The fact that I could get scent out of 2 of them excited me, if that gives you any idea. So 30% off site-wide. There's fall out. There are Halloween candles out. I went over that stuff, I think, in last week's episode of Wick-end deals. I'll link that below as well. So peruse the site. If you see something, add it to the bag. It's 4 wicks, it's 3 wicks, it's the big chunks that they sell, the big boys. That's actually a pretty good sale on those larger vessels. What else? I'm thinking, yeah, I think they haven't released holiday yet on the website. I think I'm going to pick up this Autumn Rose fragrance. I've been eyeing it for a few weeks, and I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. It's Autumn Rose, Sparkling Peach, Velvet Magnolia, and Sweet Patchouli. I just love patchouli and rose. The peach, you know, hopefully it gets covered up. Don't waste your money on Espresso Martini. That is on my worst candle of 2025 list. If that gives you an idea how much that one doesn't throw. So shop the sale. 30% off is decent for Slatkin Co.'s website. Still not the best price point, but not horrible. Now, speaking of Homeworx, QVC has launched some new product. They're also doing some good sales on Homeworx, Slatkin Co. I have filtered to only include candles, either candle sets, jar candles, canister candles, and then I also did it by new. So we're just talking about the new stuff that's come out. And the one thing that I was looking at, which I feel like is a pretty good deal, is this set of 4 for $56. It's full price. It's not on sale. but it's 4 of the 3 wick candles, and that works out to be what, roughly 15 bucks a piece, 13, 14 bucks a piece. The only problem is it's got this ocean driftwood in here that I don't think I'm going to want. So I probably won't snag this, but it's a candle for every season. So you're getting, I'm guessing this is supposed to be like fall, winter. Is that summer? And that's spring? I don't know. Those last two both feel like summer to me. So that just got released. We also are seeing holiday coming in. So this is the set of 2 4 wicks. Santa Claus is coming to town for $42.98. It's also in the Let It Snow, Merry Marshmallow, Santa Sangria, Snickerdoodle, and North Pole fragrances. So there is a set of 2 for, oh look, they're hugging. They're so happy to see each other. $42.98. I grew up with my mom watching QVC. And when I was a kid, I used to like play like I was selling stuff, which is kind of funny because now I have a YouTube channel where I'm basically promoting that you buy stuff. Maybe it was meant to be, y'all. But I can't really watch QVC. It bores me. So I like to laugh at the videos when I find them. But there's some good deals to be had here. Not a lot of new. I mean, we get down here to the Advent calendar, and that was new, a couple weeks ago. I don't know that any of this is worth picking up, but if you're interested, that's happening over at QVC. All right, y'all, let me know in the comments below, where are you focusing your energy this weekend? I am holding off on Kringle until I see a sale. I'm hoping that'll launch tomorrow. I'm hoping I get my Goose Creek order sometime and that they release a new collection so I can snag that along with a couple of those Pillsbury candles. I'm excited about the accessory sales over at Yankee. So share below, what are you doing this weekend? Are you saving, spending? Where are you spending? What are you excited about? I'd love to chat with y'all. If you appreciated this weekend deals video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That always makes me feel good. If you feel like I helped you save some money and you want to pass that along to support my channel, super thanks are always appreciated, but never required. And I will see you tomorrow with my massive, it's going to be like an hour-and-a-half long video because there's 11 of the Halloween candles from Kringle lit review, so be on the lookout for that. That'll launch tomorrow. If you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.